So the NFL is giving Chase Brown some love. Let's talk about it. Running back named Bengals most underappreciated player. And I 100,000% agree with this. As you know in this channel, I have a lot of love and support for Chase Brown. I think he's going to be a great running back for us. I think this is the season he takes off. And I'm projecting him to finish as a top 15 running back this year. Probably top 10 in all honesty. But I'm going to say top 15 to be, safe here. I expect him to have a 1,000-yard season. And I know that might sound crazy. After coming off of last season, we had like 200 and some odd yards. But I think this year is going to be a lot different, especially with the fact we have a better offensive line. Our opponents should be a little bit easier against the run. Stuff like that, right? We should be able to handle all business. So with that being said, between his mobile upside and his receiving upside, by the way, when I say 1,000 yards, I mean both. I don't know if he's going to hit 1,000 yards just rushing. I should have prefaced this by saying I think all-purpose yards will be 1,000 yards. But with that being said, NFL went ahead and posted this. They said the NFL.com. That is a name I will not be able to pronounce. Here's what they said about it. But over the final 6 weeks of the season, Brown showcased his ability as a rusher/receiver, piling up 173 yards on the ground and 149 yards through the air, including a 55-yard catch and run touchdown. He started off the Colts game with a screen pass for 6, which was absolutely insane. He displayed nice burst and tackle-breaking ability, bringing some needed juice to the Bengals' backfield. And it's also a little bit of, he didn't play the whole first part of the last season, and obviously some of it was injury, some of it was just Joe Mixon being the main, bell cow back. But once he started getting going, you saw the explosiveness. You saw the breakaway potential. You saw the amazing chance he has to be the one of the best running backs, for us this upcoming season and for the foreseeable future. In March, Cincinnati traded away Joe Mixon to Houston and signed veteran halfback Zach Moss, which, while Moss could be the 2024 campaign, could start the 2024 campaign as Cincinnati's early down and goal line hammer, I expect Brown to continue making his mark as a versatile playmaker, and don't be surprised if he increasingly takes over the timeshare. Yeah, I think it's going to be starting off the season. I would say it's probably going to be a 60-40 split where Zach Moss does lead, just because he is a veteran and, he obviously we picked him up for a reason. We want to see how he can do. He's also a really good pass blocker. Now, Chase Brown is also a really good pass blocker, but Zach Moss is just a little bit higher up there. He's played for more years. He has more experience in different scenarios. So I think starting off the year, it's going to be, again, like a 60-40 split. But I'm expecting at least by half the year, it's going to change completely. Like, I'm expecting in the second half of the year for it to be like a 40-60 split, where 60% goes to Chase Brown, 40% to Zach Moss. Because, again, at the end of the day, you want the playmakers on your team that give you the best chance to score a touchdown and win to be on the field, right? That's the whole purpose, what you need to happen. So a larger role for the Browns in 2024. Yeah, I think he's going to have a fantastic upcoming season. And we'll see how much, Zach Taylor does go ahead and utilize him. This is my second time around, so the playbook is not new. The coaches aren't new. The guys in the locker room aren't new. So you kind of feel like you're at home. And that's kind of how I feel right now, Brown said. But what I want to do most is just build on last year. Kind of turn it on more at the end of last season and help the team win games in any way possible. Just be a complete player. And that's why I will say another thing about Brown that I really do like is, and I guess that's the best way to put it, he's a complete player. He has a little bit of everything you gotta love about him. He can catch the ball, he can run the ball, he can pass block. We talked about this last offseason, but in the preseason last year, this guy had more pass blocking snaps than any other running back. And that includes veteran running backs. I mean, we're talking about every running back in the league in the last preseason. I know not every running back plays in the preseason, but he had the most pass blocking snaps because it's something that we can actually utilize him for. Something that Joe Mixon definitely struggled with was pass blocking. So it's going to be interesting to see how much we utilize in this upcoming season. Again, like I said, I expect it to start off a little slow for him just because I expect him to use Zach Moss a lot. But I think over the year, he'll really start to take over and become the RB1 for us. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Who day?